The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa's offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right there. They are the key to their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are good. These guys get everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Looking for a crease. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They move the tight end all over. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little more balanced. Finding a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting their offense up in a good spot.
This offense has a second down play. Now they'll run the draw. Pulled down for the tackle.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Looking downfield, it's Pettis. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
These edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end, that speed off the edge?
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Glow.
And really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. You're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, UNLV.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
Just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Handoff to the lone back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Snagged in the middle. It's Karapateas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Scored it out. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback. Right there outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now. You see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything was going home. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their game.
Looking to throw on second down. The short hand. It's throw. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Shoots his way for more. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front ball to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guy. Think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few. They'll force him out of bounds.
Well, good job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He wants to throw. Fires for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UNLV. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the single back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 2nd down coming up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Pettis. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you're saying top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner could find no... goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the...
Fires the pass, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can stay in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we
refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when we get to the end.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Pettis. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him frustrated a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him. Nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive.
They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, giving up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started.
Going downfield for the big play. Bennett slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it.
Oh, he wants it all. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
29 Philly. 2-9.
Might as well give it to him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set. Get set.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Oh, he dropped it! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the Sunday is? You get a big hit and force the ball.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's caught. Got him at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, UNLV. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of their deep ones.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Dropping back, it's Pettis trying to get to it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. And the returner goes down. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense.
He lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. All kinds of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNLV.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right now. Cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and like, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Pettis. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get...
He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
These offenses get the rhythm. They're hard to stop. Already up early. Got a short field. Take advantage of it, too. Get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do. Having a lot of success.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow in the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on second down. He's got an open man. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
On the double.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long.
Let's go. All right, offense. Let's go. Clear.
From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Caught over the middle. It's Karapateas. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Goes to the option. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it down the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Just needed 3 yards on third down, and they got it with precision execution.
Yeah, and the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route. Throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Facing man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football or distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. You couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Little bit of running room as he picks up 4 and gets it out to the 5. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. Bringing the heat. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, what a nice run by the Q. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarter?
Going to take a shot. And he grabs it out to 15. Touchdown, UNLV. And the stomping has commenced.
Listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defensive coach talks about winning offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations. I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the coverage team gets to return her on the ground. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The play action fake. He'll heave it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lopez. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He's going to pass on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taking them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
On third down, he drops the throw. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive rhythm, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Second down after that incompletion. Trying the left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys.
And he breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On second down, wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Third and short now from their own 48. Defense in press coverage. And they can't make the play on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout the practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but you're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Flushed out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Behind the line, it's Cox. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, UNLV. And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, oh, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really to return to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and answer.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really... was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Good jet sweep pass. Nice move to keep moving. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Nice move to keep running. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and...
Got it to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 35 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Take it to him.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see them finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it. But finishing strong might kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
Combination.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the explanation for 4th quarter. I got to lead. We're not the middle defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT almost put this one away.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. A little screen to the running back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
The running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
On the ground, it's caught. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The give to the tailback. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive team. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football and block. Man, they put a good day together. They had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figure
look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your